2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man, a young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. That should set up another chance. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Ooh. Oh, that's too bad. And this one is for his par. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
He's currently tied for 7th. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. So distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. The course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There is a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that is brilliant. A bonus birdie.
Well, when your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is what you get.
Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And that's for birdie. Well holed. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky's the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see 2 massive bunkers and obviously the water. So anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, that's well played and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Better than most.
Beautiful shot.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Teeing off here at the 5th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Now, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
This is their look at birdie.
This one looking really good.
Oh, that's a ripper. And that will take him to 4 under. And it's time to recap that play.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Looks like they put a good pass on that one. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Go in. Oh, that's a fantastic attempt, especially from that distance, but it didn't quite drop. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
So far, so good.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. currently in first position. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Wow, what a save.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will move him to 6 under par. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Opting for the 5-wood. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Nice line. That gets the job done. Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Very crafty, that shot.
Such soft hands.
And this putt coming up for his par. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This is from miles away. Big chance here. That's a tad upsetting. Let's take a look at the current standings. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
Lovely effort, that. Second shot here at the 10th. Getting ready to play their third. This putt is about 8 feet.
These are on rails, looking good.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Ah, what a shot from the bunker. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
Yeah, nicely played.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Currently 8 under for the round. And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
Oh, good look at a birdie here.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Here's Will Zalatoris. Oh, yeah, a thing of beauty.
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course. but no bother for this player.
Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, that should save him. That one from the sand. And back to the play, shall we? And he's down there. You got a read?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
That's the right pace. This should drop. That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Playing this one about 130 yards out.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
This one headed left and not coming back.
No green in red, but a chance to save their par. How close was that to going down? And that should secure the par on this one. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Pretty good shot there.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet.
Starts off on a good line.
Was on a good line. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. They make it. Now 10 under par. Just a handful of holes to go.
Whew, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
And a quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first spot, with Tony Finau second.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Wow, what happened there?
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Second shot here on the 16th. Oh, I thought that one was going in. If he makes this, he'll save his par.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Birdied their last hole.
Sitting at 2 over for the day. Super shot, that.
Oh, that was a tasty little morsel, wasn't it?
Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th. Well, that's right out of the top drawer. A great shot from our leader.
That drive was simply astonishing.
Needs this one to kick right. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And 11 under in front of the player with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Get in. Nice putt to make that one. Give yourselves a pat on the back. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm in second. What a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Wonderfully played. It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. Ooh, what a time to chip one in here to win the event. Ooh, that almost went down. Well, all that hard work, it's time to pay it off. Make this for the tournament. Oh, this looks pure. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a fine performance. He's done it. He's won the tournament.
Absolutely. It's hard to believe that this player's already got 4 victories on the season. Top of the game right now. It's impressive.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.